Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Truth Gang Gang. I am Omega, and I'm always bringing that truth. You know how I do. I hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday. Gang, gang. I had a wonderful day. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to talk about my day. Asha, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Asha, 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 everyone. Let me know you're here. Truth Gang, Tribe Vibes. 111 on the clock. Grand Rising, all. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Gotta set the mood right with the music. And we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. We ain't pulling no cards this morning. We just gonna talk about it. We gonna shoot the shit. Wake and bake, roll your shit up. My shit already rolled up. I was prepared this morning. This rising. Hey, 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 gang, gang. Hit that like button as you come in. We finna have a conversation. We finna talk about it. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Again, I am Omega, and I'm always bringing this truth, your truth, my truth, all the truth. I'm bringing the truth this rising. Thank you all for joining me this morning. We're just going to shoot the shit because yesterday was a difficult day for me, and I almost went live during it, but Spirit say no, just, lay your ass down. Every time I want to go live and I want to rant, most of the time I get stopped by Spirit. And it's more than likely because it's not the right time for me to be ranting about the situation or speaking on the situation. And that's one thing too with Spirit. You got to learn when to hold them motherfuckers and when to fold them motherfuckers. So you got to learn how to shut up and when to speak. All right. So I was told yesterday, just shut the fuck up. So I shut the fuck up. And I didn't go live about it. But this morning, Spirit says now that you've had time to sit in it, you can go live with it. You can go live with it. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's a few topics that I want to touch on. I guess I'm going to start with the most recent one, which is we going to talk about Will and Jada, man, because this shit is pissing me the fuck off. And I know you probably don't want to hear about that shit. If you anything like me, you don't want to hear about that shit. You like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about it. But I was on Facebook this morning, y'all. I was on Facebook this morning, and there was a post about Jim Carrey saying that if it was him that had gotten smacked, that he would have sued the shit out of Will for 200 mil. And I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of agree with Jim Carrey, but then there was somebody who I work with in Truth Gang or whatever that basically was like, because Jim Carrey isn't white, that he can't be speaking on black issues. And I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck this is a black issue. Okay, now y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I want y'all opinion on this shit. Where the fuck is Will and Jada a black issue? It seems more like a Will and Jada issue to me and not something that the whole entire black race should be getting involved in as a black race. Now, this shit right here kind of pissed me off because, the lady that was on the post, when I responded, I was like, this isn't a black issue. This is a Will and Jada issue. This is their marriage issue or whatever. This ain't, this is not nothing that black people need to arise for and march about. This is just, you know what I'm saying? Right. Well, this is what the person said. He said it's not a race thing, but this is definitely what they said because Jim Carrey's white. How dare he speak on black issues? I'm just trying to figure out when the fuck this became an issue for black people because none of us are in that marriage with them. So how in the fuck is this a racial issue? She said, well, because you're black, I'll let you speak on it. That's what she said. She said, well, because you're black, I'm going to let you speak on it or whatever. But this is not a black issue. It's a low vibrational black ass issue. If you're low vibrational and you are easy to be deceived, like you're easy to be, drawing your attention from whatever the fuck it is that you're focused on, then of course it becomes an issue. But just, I was a little offended by that fucking, this is a black issue statement because I'm a black person and I don't fucking feel like this has anything to do with the African American race. People have issues in their marriages and people smack the shit out of people in their marriages. This shit happens every day, black or white. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Being honest, you said because two black men showed out. That's how people think. I agree with you. I don't think two black men showed out. If the shit was even real, because I feel like it wasn't even real. There's a video also going around about how this little boy asked Will Smith, and you can look this up. This little boy asked Will Smith, how do you fake slap somebody? And there's a video going around about Will Smith teaching this little boy how to fake slap somebody. And it just is what it is. You have to think these are two of the most iconic Hollywood actors that there are. Come on now. This is some shit you don't need to be getting deceived with. This is an Illuminati fucking ritual. Come on now. Watch in the midst of all this shit, it'd be another strand of COVID or some shit pop out. Okay? This is not a fucking black issue. And if you are a black person that takes this personal marriage issue, celebrity issue, elite motherfucking Illuminati fucking issue to heart, then you need to do some more waking up. Okay? You need to do a little bit more waking up. Because this shit has nothing to do with you. And we all know the truth of the matter is, and you know, it was a true statement that was spoken. August had his penis up in Jada and he didn't get smacked. Okay, come on now. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it fucking real. So you know the shit is fake. Your vibration is every fucking thing, you know? Yeah, you say yes, low vibrations to keep us vibrating in a low space. That's what the fuck that fucking shit is. And to see so many of the tribe members on Facebook literally falling into this shit was just crazy to me. But I will give a shout out to the Prince E.I. Y'all already know that's my boy. That's my guy. I have mad love for that dude. He broke it down on how that is a fucking Illuminati ritual. Even when Will Smith was up there crying, the way that he was standing was an Illuminati posture. Okay, so y'all have to pay attention to this shit. But I just can't, y'all. I can't with this low vibrational black people shit. I can't do it. That's why we don't do race over here in Truthgang. That shit's so fucking stupid. And Jim Carrey of all people, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Jim Carrey of all motherfucking people, he started out with these niggas. He started out on In Living Color. So was Chris Rock and them was on In Living Color and all that other shit too. He started out with these people. So while you talking about it's a motherfucking black thing, do you think that Will and Jada see you as a black person? Or are they going to say Jim Carrey's more like their kin? They would consider Jim Carrey more family than they would you simply because this nigga's in the millionaires club and you not. And when it comes to shit like that, it ain't no niggas. It's not no niggas involved unless you already a rich nigga. And that's just how the shit goes. All right. So please, Truthgang, don't be distracted by this shit, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. All right, so I was having a low vibrational point, and we all do, and I'm one of those spiritualists that keeps it real. You're not going to catch me on my fucking channel like, oh, it's all love and light, and everything's always good, and everything always works out for me. You're not going to catch me talking that fake-ass bullshit, okay? So I had a low moment here because I was really hoping for Spirit to come through and do something for me, and they are going to come through and do what it is that I was telling them to come through, and this is how I know that they're going to come through because there was a voice that came through. We off the Will and Jada shit, right? There was a voice that came through that was like, don't you doubt, not even for a second. Now, this is a male ancestor. Sometimes I told you I hear voices, right? So if you knew her, this is what a bitch do. She been doing it all her life and she makes money off of this shit. So that's what I'm going to keep on doing. So there was a voice that came, and I'm very selective with the voices that I listen to. So I might hear them all, but only listen to one. I might not even listen to any of them motherfuckers if they're not making sense with what the fuck I'm trying to get done, right? So there was a voice that came through, and what it said to me, and it said to me more than once, was don't you doubt, not even for a second. And it said it to me more than once. So sometimes when I'm sitting here and I'm by myself, I have low moments and I cry. I'm a victim of fucking abuse. I've been abused in every fucking facet of abuse, whatever form of abuse is possible. I've been through a financial abuse, religious abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, any kind of abuse that you can think of, narcissistic abuse. I've been through that type of fucking abuse. So, the motherfucker Spirit say, don't you doubt, not even for a second. So I'm sitting here and I'm catching myself going, like my vibration was going from up to down. But it's because, of course, when a woman is about to start her cycle, that was something else the Spirit was telling me as well. Spirit was also telling me that I should not have said I was cramping on camera. But since y'all already know, it doesn't matter. Because when you're cramping and you're a woman on camera, naturally your emotional state is going to fluctuate just because you're going through your moon cycle. You get what I'm saying? And the Spirit was telling me you should not have said that on camera because you do have people that are hating on you. So now they know when you're at a weak point. I mean, I already said it on camera, so it really doesn't matter. But it made yesterday a lot more harder for me to have to then fight. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Emotionally, to keep my motherfucking shit at a high vibration. it made it harder for me to fight because I announced that on social media, and I have people that are working me in Black Magic. They working me, right? They trying their best to work me. You know what I'm saying? So when they find a weak point, then they can play on that. So yesterday, it was just a crazy day. I told you I had to come by the house to lay the offerings out, do the prayers and everything for the ending and closing out the ritual and everything, right? And while I was here at the house, the fucking sheriff comes to the door and he's banging on the door. And my kids will usually look down. They don't go to the door, even though they're teenagers. I train them well. They still don't answer my motherfucking door. They don't go to the door. They look down and say, "Mama, it's an officer." I said, "An officer? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's the police." Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So I quickly hurry up, throw something on, run to the door, like, "What's going on, officer? How can I help you, sir?" And he said, yeah, there's a gas leak in your neighborhood. We need you to evacuate, right? He said, "Can we set up a group chat?" We absolutely can set up a group chat. Because y'all know the spirit has me in between places right now, in between the safe space, the spot that I'm actually moving to, and also where I live at, you know, where my house is right now. Spirit told me to work with the things that I have. They told me to work with these groups. So once I get settled and I'm out of this situation that I found myself in once again, I'll be working these groups more. So we already have 3 groups. We have Issues Keys to Chaos, because I was unable to shut that down, because the way that you shut down a Facebook group is that you have to go in and manually remove each and every member manually. It's 2 point something K people in there. I can't do that. So I just archived the group. We have Issues Keys to Chaos. We have Truthgang, Official Soul Tribe 999 on Facebook. And then we also have the Ethers. In those groups, there are features that allows us to have open chat, where people will be able to come on to the camera and talk, and the whole group will be able to see. So give me about 3 weeks with those groups, and we're going to be able to have an open chat to where the group will be able to come in and we'll be able to discuss things. All right. So sheriff comes to the door and he says, "It's a motherfucking gas leak." Can't say it like that, but he's like, "It's a motherfucking gas leak. Y'all have to get the fuck out." So I grab my shit, I grab my animals, I grab my kids. We start the schooling and everything, and we get the kids and we get the fuck out. And I grab literally what's important to me, because it's a gas leak. Your house could blow up. So I'm just grabbing the important shit as if it was a house fire. You know what I'm saying? Like my documents and stuff that I can't get back if they do blow this motherfucker up, you know? So I'm grabbing the important shit, and we go outside, and the first person that I see is this guy that has been throwing this motherfucking trash in the motherfucking yard, y'all. And I told y'all, if y'all go back, yesterday was just wild. I got more stories too, and we gonna talk about it right now. Yesterday was just wild. I see him, he's throwing the trash, right? We go outside, and he starts talking to me, telling me, "Oh, well, you can't start your car, because if you start your car, it could trigger something, and then it can blow up or whatever." So we sat there for a second, even though this is the guy that's been throwing the trash in the motherfucking yard, right? The landlord finds out about the gas leak, because I now have a neighbor in this 100-year-old house, which I'm about to give up, y'all. I love my 100-year-old house, but I got to give it up. But anyways, so landlord finds out about it, and then he says something to me about the motherfucking trash, right? And I have to end up purchasing cameras for my house. So I was upset about it, because we know that this grown man is doing it, because it's the same guy that's been, you know, every time we go into the backyard. Now, keep in mind, we have our shrine set up out there, right? We got the altar of La Niña Dorada out there. We have this statue's like $300 just for the statue, right? And that's out in the backyard. So why the fuck would I purchase this nice ass statue to put in the backyard just to throw trash all over the backyard, right? So my landlord, of course, he's pissed off about the shit. It really doesn't matter at this point, and I don't give a fuck about the ops knowing about that shit either, because this is the black magic that you all have thrown, and it's not really working. It's not working at all, because like I said, my landlord knows what's up. He just told me to go purchase these cameras, and I purchased these motherfucking cameras or whatever, right? So I'm getting frustrated with it, because as he's mentioning it, he's still stealing the energy from me, okay? And this is how I'm going to explain to you that he's still stealing the energy from me, even though I have not responded to this person. We went ahead, we get the cameras or whatever. But every time that I have to send my children out there to clean up his mess, he's stealing energy. If a grown man is throwing, you got to think about the as so below, as so above, so below, right? So if somebody's doing something, right, and you're constantly having to come up behind them and clean up their mess so that you don't get in any situation, they're still siphoning your energy. They're still harvesting your motherfucking energy. Because if we didn't throw the trash out there, but yet in order for us to keep a peaceful, because we live here, right? In order for us to keep a peaceful thing, we just have to go out there and just clean it up without saying nothing to him. He's still harvesting the energy through me and my children. I had to go buy trash bags. I had to go buy gloves. That's still him harvesting my motherfucking energy. Okay. So that is a motherfucking problem for me. And people be trying to say, you know, Omgea or, you know, ASHAISreal, she's mean and she's a witch and she likes to throw black magic on people. No, I like to document. So whenever what the fuck happens. Now, I done said something about the situation like 5 or 6 times and I still ain't did shit to this nigga. And I was like, the next time I even get an inkling of a notion, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this nigga at work. I said that like a week ago or something like that, right? And I still didn't do it because I'm peaceful, y'all. Y'all have to push me to that point. And my kids know that too, because I'm like that when I whip my children. Do I whip my kids? Yes, the fuck I do whip my motherfucking kids. But they have to push me to that point before I actually do something. You know what I'm saying? To them physical. Like before I actually, like I will take everything from them. I'm taking their tablets. I'll take their time. They earn free time and stuff like that. I'll take their free time. I'll take their snacks. I'll take everything. I'll make them scrub the house from top to bottom. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass because what the fuck else am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the point that I'm at with that or whatever. But I just felt some kind of way with that situation. And it is an energetic signature. I just felt some kind of way with that situation because even though the peace was kept in the situation, like I didn't say anything. I just made my kids go out there, pick the shit up. I spent my money on trash bags and gloves to pay. I mean, it was grown man t-shirts out there, motherfucking Atari systems, old ass, but they were rusted and had been in the rain. So I couldn't have resold that Atari or nothing like that. Old ass game system, rusted tools, boxes of shit that we don't even eat. This nigga throws whole motherfucking trash bags in the motherfucking yard or whatever. So that shit came about too. So it's like, okay, she's cramping. So she about to be on her cycle. Let's hit her with this emotional thing there. But I still didn't react. And that's probably why I didn't go live. I just had my kids to do it. I took video of it. And her shrine is looking really, really, really good. But just keep that in mind though. I'd like to document the shit in video form as well. Because who the fuck spends $300 on one motherfucking statue just to put it in a yard, to trash a yard? First of all, cleanliness is next to godliness. I have church out there. You get what I'm saying? I have church out there. I'm not going to go destroying my holy place. Okay? And it's just that simple. But that's another issue that came up yesterday as well. All right, so another motherfucking issue that came up yesterday was, what the fuck was that shit? Okay, so this motherfucker keeps calling me. All right? This person keeps calling me. So the dude that I made the song with, right? Winning. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I brought that situation up. And I'm just going to recap on that situation for those of you all who do not know, right? So I met this dude. And I did meet him on, I think it was POF, right? I did meet him on POF, but it was not on the grounds of we're going to meet today. And it was never on that situation. I never slept with this motherfucker. There was nothing like that. He told me that he was a producer. And I told him that I did music. And that's kind of how we linked. And he was like, all right, we should link or whatever. And then the first day that we met, it was like a business meeting. It was not, even though we met on POF, y'all, it was not a fucking meeting of any sexuality or we're going to date or anything like that. It was, he was a producer. He has a studio and I got the lyrics. I got the bars, right? So I'm going to tell y'all the whole story and then y'all tell me what y'all think, right? And I got the bars though, right? So we link. The first time we meet, we meet in public and everything goes good. So the next time we meet at my house, right? And we end up meeting around, I think it was like 7 p.m. or something like that. We ended up meeting around 7 p.m. and that's when we wrote Winning. We ended up writing Winning all night. Like we stayed up to like 3 a.m. in the morning. Then he leaves my house and he goes back to his house, which is where the studio is, which is about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He leaves and he goes back to his motherfucking house. And then the next day when we both wake up, he at his house, I'm at my house. He hit me up and he like, come on, let's go ahead and record it. We wrote the whole song last night. Let's record the song. So we recorded the song, right? And then as we're recording the song, we start to click. We started clicking shit, but it still wasn't romantic shit. And he was also telling me this though. He was telling me about his problems. When he would come around me, like when we were meeting to make the music, he was telling me about his motherfucking problems. And he was telling me about how he was being accused of passing around some type of STD or something, right? So boom, red flag number one. Because I'm never finna fuck with you if anybody even accused you of it. He was telling me that somebody accused him, which leads me to believe that he might not have had it because he's telling me about it. But then also people who do have shit like that, they'll tell you shit before you find out about it later, but make it seem like they're innocent or whatever. So he was telling me how he was in some type of situation with his ex where she felt like this person had cheated on her. It's some LGBT shit up in here as well too, right? So this person had cheated on him as well, right? And then he was now being the person that was accused of giving this person the STD, right? So that right there told me that I will never fuck with him outside of a business level. Okay? That right there told me that. Don't ever fuck with him outside of a business level, right? I ain't had no proof whether or not he had it or not, but the fact that he was just simply telling me that somebody was accusing him of it, I knew I was never gonna sleep with him. All right? So we start meeting up more often. We start meeting up probably like twice a week because he has a regular job. So we would meet up like twice a week and we came up with some more music, right? And we will also do stuff like go get food, go get drinks and shit like that because we're friends, we're business partners, we're doing this. And I told this nigga upon meeting him that if we do this right, we're going to make $1 million. Like, I'm psychic. He knows what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if he knows about the YouTube channel. And if you do, I'm sorry, but it's Truthgang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell the truth. So he knows that I'm psychic. But I told him that if we do this shit correctly, because you have the studio and I have the bars, I got the know-how of the music. I was already doing music my whole life. So we can make $1 million, like, period, right? And he was like, he was still trying to fuck with me or whatever. And he was like, well, if we make $1 million, will you give me some pussy, basically, some type shit like that. And I was like, shit, nigga, if we make $1 million motherfucking dollars, I'll give you some pussy. I ain't got no time for that shit. What the fuck? Nigga, it's $1 million. Put it on the rubber, this motherfucking shit cracking. We done made $1 million, nigga. We celebrating, okay? So that was the deal, basically. If we make $1 million, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, bet. So I get to getting into the music and shit like that, and we go out before we hit to the studio and shit. And now, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. But then he, all of a sudden, one time when we was out, he told me that he had a girlfriend. Girlfriend's name is a unisex name. We gonna call the bitch Billy, all right? But it's a unisex name, right? So we calling her Billy. So he tells me that he has this girlfriend or whatever, and she was kind of upset that we were hanging out and that we were making music together or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, if you have a girlfriend, you could have just told me that. It ain't no thing or whatever, because we weren't sexually and I wasn't trying to date him or nothing like that. My standpoint was just strictly business. So he has this motherfucking girlfriend. She said she got a problem with or whatever. And I'm like, cool. So this is like a month into us hanging out. And I tell him, like, we'll just meet up only. We don't have to go get drinks and food and all that other shit. We'll just only meet up to do the studio time or whatever. And he like, all right. So I find out later that he now wants me to meet this girlfriend because she has a problem with us hanging out. So I'm like, I'm psychic and something is telling me you don't want to meet this chick. You don't want to meet this chick. And there was other reasons why I didn't want to meet this chick too, because while we were out, he would flirt with me. I never flirted with him. I was never attracted to him. All right. So he would flirt with me while we were out. Well, once I found out he had a girlfriend, I felt even kind of funny about him flirting with me because it's like, you have a whole woman. You just told me you have a girlfriend. So why the fuck are you flirting with me? Right. So Billy, all right. We go out one time. We go to eat. We have a good motherfucking time. He tells me that him and the girl, they break up, right? They broke up. They was back together. Then they broke up. They was doing a lot of back and forth or whatever while we're making this music or whatever, right? So he says they broke up again or whatever. We go out. We go to a Mexican restaurant. We get some drinks. We kicking in. We about to come back to my crib to write up the music because he has a studio at his crib. But we usually would write the shit for creative reasons at my crib because I'm more creative around my spirits and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll go to his crib to record the shit. So we go out, we come back to my crib to write the song. We were gonna write another song, right? And before we even get started, he said he got something to tell me. And he said that Billy's upset. And I'm like, what's wrong with Billy? Like, why the fuck Billy tripping and shit? And he's like, Billy's upset because I lied to Billy to come and hang out with you today. And I'm looking at him like, why the fuck you do that for? Like, we're not being sexual or nothing. Why the fuck did you do that? And he was like, I think that if you guys meet, everything will be okay. Like, I think that if you guys meet, everything will just be all right. And I'm like, I don't want to meet this person because Spirit had already told me when he had brought it up like the week before, do not meet up with this person, right? So I'm like, I don't want to meet her because I told him, I feel like you disrespectful. You lie. This is what I said. You lie to her when you coming to hang out with me, and we're not even doing anything wrong. So you're giving the appearance that we're doing something wrong. And Spirit was already telling me that I look better than this person. Now, I didn't know that this person was really a man, okay? Y'all can guess now. I didn't know this person was really a man, right? But Spirit was telling me, you look better than this person, and when this person sees you, they're going to get mad because they've been in a relationship for years, and this person is spending their time with you. But it isn't even sexual. It's just business, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. So Spirit didn't tell me this person was a man at first, right? You know what I'm saying? So that same day, he was like, just look at a picture, okay? If you're psychic, then you should be able to look at a picture, and you should be able to know that this person, that Billy's cool. Billy's cool. Billy ain't gonna do nothing to you. Billy is not gonna hurt you. Billy is cool, right? Billy ain't gonna be jealous of you. So I'm like, all right, show me the picture of the person. Like, literally, he came into my room. He was in the living room, and I was in my room. He came into my room, and he was like, with the picture already in his hand, he was like, I want you to look at the picture, and I want you to tell me what you think. All right? So it's a picture of them on a dinner date, right? It's a picture of them on a dinner date. This nigga smiling big like cheese. Like, this my boo. This my baby. This how this nigga's cheesing on this motherfucker. And I look at her, and this bitch is built like a linebacker, like face strong than a motherfucker. And I'm like, this is a whole dude. Dude's name is not Billy, but it's just like a name like Billy, but it's a unisex name, and it do start with a B, and it can be a girl or a boy. How about Whitney Houston's daughter? Let's put it like that, okay? That's the name, right? Whitney Houston's daughter, all right? So I see it, and I automatically see that it's a man, right? So me and him get into it because I'm like, why are you trying to make a man mad at me? Like, I get even more enraged because I'm finding out now that you're trying to make a male mad at me and not a female. Like, if it's a bitch, I still wouldn't fight over you, nigga, because I don't like you like that. I like you as in we're friends, but I wouldn't fight over you as in your woman. If you have a woman, then you need to be spending your time with your woman. I don't give a fuck what it is. And I don't give a fuck if she come around while we in the studio or whatever. But as far as hanging out, I don't have to have a friendship with Billy. I was finna call her real name. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay? I don't have to have a relationship with that person because me and you were trying to make $1 million. And if she's a good woman, she gonna sit back and she gonna let you make this money for you and her. Because I don't want you. I want the money. You know what I'm saying? So the very next day, he was like, you don't gotta meet him, you don't gotta meet him, you don't gotta. So it was the night before, right? He was like, you don't gotta meet him, you don't gotta meet him, you don't gotta meet him, all right? And I'm like, okay, I don't have to meet this person. We can continue on with our business. My daughter was having a little get together. She wanted to go skating or whatever, right? And I was gonna be taking all these kids to the skating ring, and I was gonna be sitting up there, and we hadn't finished the song. So he was like, I'm gonna come up there to the skating ring. I said, well, you're invited if you want to be invited to the skating ring. It's me, my daughter, my sons, and she wanted to have some of her friends from school or whatever. It would also be my best friend too up there at the skating rink, right? So he decides that, he said, all right, call me when you leaving to go to the skating rink. I said, all right. So I called him when I was leaving, and as I call him, he decides that he's going to bring Billy with him. And I'm like, why are you bringing Billy? Billy's not going to want to be there. It's going to be me, my best friend, my daughter, and her friends, and her man, and then her. Like, what female wants to hang out with your female friend or associate and her kids? You get what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't think that that's a good idea or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For us to hang out like that in that circumstance, because my daughter's here, like my best friend here, like this is like you hanging out with me. We're not making music right now. So it's like, I feel like this will upset Billy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is going to upset Billy because we're not doing any music right now. You know, I was just going to be sitting up there or whatever with my daughter. And basically, he gets mad and he starts going off on me. In the midst of him going off, he starts saying, I ain't no fag. I ain't gay. And I'm just listening like, what the fuck? Like, where is this coming from? He starts going off on me because I said that I didn't want him to bring Billy up there. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, going off on me like, if you hang out with Billy, then you hang out with me. Like, we are hand in hand. We are together. We are a couple. And I said, well, then you and your woman should go and do what you got to do. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, I ain't gay. And I never said to him that this is a man. I just peeped in my mind that this was a man or whatever. I never said that. But when he got mad because I didn't want to hang out with Billy, he started to confess basically through his rage. I don't know if he was drunk or whatever. It was over the phone. But through his rage, he just started saying gay shit. And I never ever had told him about the spirit letting me know that this was a transgender male. You get what I'm saying? I mean, a transgender female. You know what I'm saying? They never I never let him know that or whatever, but it was just the fact that he was finna put me in this situation where he knows he has this volatile transgender after him. Like he's been messing with this transgender for years, and this transgender thinks that they're in a relationship with him. So like you finna get her, you finna get it mad, like as in it wants to fight me over you for your time. You're putting it in a position to fight me, and I'm a little bitty small female, and I weigh 121 pounds, and this is a whole fucking linebacking bitch. Okay, like yeah, it's dressed up as a woman, but it's still a man, bitch, and it's man. So why in the fuck are you putting me in that third party position? This is why I had to tell him to stop motherfucking calling me or whatever. So I've told him several times to stop calling me, right? And then there was this one time he called me like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I told y'all I had one friend. His name is Eric. I won't give you his last name, but his name is Eric, and I have one friend. And Eric always come when I call. That's the dude that make me laugh or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we're not in no romantic nothing either. He's just my friend. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucking I didn't forgot what the fuck I was saying right there. I'm sorry. I had to go off into that tantrum. Let me light my joint so I can remember. Okay, so yeah, I had one friend. There it is right there. Okay, so he called me like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was dead ass sleep, right? I didn't answer the phone. Then he starts to text. His number is similar to Eric's phone number. I thought it was motherfucking Eric texting me, because Eric is one of those people that if Eric calls me or if Eric needs something, I'll always be there for him because he's always there for me. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was Eric that was texting me 2, 3 in the morning. So I get up because I'm thinking like maybe this nigga want to go to the casino or maybe he want to do something or whatever. And I go outside. I get a text and I was in and out of sleep too. I should have known something was up. I should have just declined to meet with this person, right? Because I should have known something was up. But I thought it was Eric for some reason. So I got up. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I go outside and I got a text that says I'm here. And I'm looking, and Eric and dude that I made the song with, they two different body builds. So I'm like looking at this person walk down the street, and I'm like, that's not Eric, because Eric is a little bigger, he's a little stockier, and this dude's skinny as fuck. So I'm like, that's not Eric. And he stumbles onto my porch drunk. He stumbles onto my porch drunk, and it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was not the fuck Eric. That's all I gotta say. Like, that was weird to me. I was like, I felt like deceived. I was like, you are definitely not who the fuck I wanted to see. But I wasn't trying to be rude, so I just kind of sat outside with him for a little bit. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, I really was under some type of deception with that shit, because I got out of my sleep. I walked out of my house. I was half fucking asleep. I got dressed too. Like, I was dressed to go to like a casino, or something. You know what I'm saying? I got dressed too in my sleep and walked outside, and it was this dude. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're not who the fuck I was talking to on the motherfucking phone. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I was really, really motherfucking like, I cannot hang out with this dude, because I was already trying to avoid him. He called me in the night. I have visions of me getting a fight with, right? After the morning when he got me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Never kicked it at my house. PM writing me on something that has something. We didn't finish the song. And in this month. But he was in this me, and I'm in text message, put this shit on community. I told him in text messages, you are involved. I cannot a nigga and I fight a nigga. 2 females in it, all male coven. And he just caught me last night. Caught me last night twice. And when I was on that live, it's an energy. Like, that other, like, when I said I answered that phone call, I'm like, what are you doing? I told you several about him, but I ain't say nothing. I texting him again, typing. I do like a woman feel when it comes to with her man, and you get when it comes to our ready to rip a bitch. And I'm not finna fucking face by a born man. Like, what the has your phone like and I can't hear you. Okay. He was starting shit. Spirit kept showing visions of him having somebody over him. Like, he wanted 2 people to be over him, but I was over. That's still a nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yours is too. What's going on, y'all? Sorry. I don't know why y'all just. Is it better? Tell me better. Y'all, it's better. I better. Good morning, but as I get dressed. fuck up because I remember when it was actually going on. It's apparently still going on. It's still like here. Hold on. Still live. Tell me when we clear. Is it clear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You can't hear? Tell me if you can hear. Yes, it is now. Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right. We back in the game. So I was reading y'all comments. Okay. Yeah, it's still going on. You said you remember exactly when it was going on. It's still going on because he called me twice last night. And it's like he always run to me to when they would have a problem, when him and this guy would have a problem or whatever. And I didn't understand that either because I'm not fucking you. Okay? I'm not fucking you. So why in the fuck are you running to me? You know? And y'all have to watch out for that shit too. This is why I want to live in the woods, y'all. Away from every motherfucking body. Okay? This is why I want to live in a motherfucking woods. And I wanted to talk about that man, like literally just men, masculine energy is for some reason. And it's a scripture about it too that says he will go after the woman to try to devour her. Like for real. Like it's something. It is something. And it's like men and women are now in competition with each other. Men want to be women. I try to stay off topics like this too. But men want to be women and then they want to defeminize the women that are already women. And I'm not saying like if you a stud or something like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, you know, they just want you in competition for like, it's weird. This shit weird, man. This shit is weird. I don't really even know what's going on. You said, so I see it is. I'm like, wow, I thought he was gone. I don't call him or anything. I don't text him. I don't call him or nothing, but it's just the returning energy for me. You know, it's the returning energy for me, even with this dude next door with this trash, which I'm glad I've talked to you guys about it because this is some form of documentation, even if I haven't taken any legal action. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know, y'all. The energies is weird, y'all. It's really weird. And this nigga called my phone last night, throughout the night. You said St. Patrick is showing up and out, mama. That's probably what it is. Because the snakes is getting revealed. But all these people are people that I don't even fuck with. Like, I was down yesterday, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, yesterday was hard for me. I was down yesterday and I was crying yesterday because it's like, I don't understand. I mean, I understand that we're fighting. Spirit kept telling me, you gotta fight. You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight. And it was all in my mind. You're gonna have to fucking fight. Like, literally, we're fighting and I ain't even doing shit to no motherfucking body. Like, I don't even understand. I stay to myself. I stay to myself. I don't bother anybody. I don't be in mess. I don't even want that shit. I'm constantly fighting something. And I was saying to myself yesterday that I'm just tired of fucking feeling uncomfortable, unsafe. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of feeling that. Now I know that I'm protected and that I'm safe, but my antennas, they always have to be up. They're always up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of feeling like unsafe. I'm tired of feeling like, and then the men that attack me, the men that come after my motherfucking, my gifts, my energy and shit like that, the men that attack, and it's weird because I ain't even trying to be no nigga. I would prefer to have a man around so I can just sit in my femininity. Like, I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to be a man or anything like that. I might have masculinity in some of the shit that I say and do, and that's just me balancing out these energies, but I would never, I would never try to be a man because I'm not a man, but still I know my power because I'm a creator. I have a womb space. You get what I'm saying? But I just feel like, I'm tired, okay? And that little voice that was like, don't you never die for 1 second? I be hearing those voices. Those are the type of voices I be hearing. So I be hearing nasty voices too, but mostly I hear the good voices. They be like, don't you never give up or whatever. And they kept telling me, you got to fight. You have to fight. And it was about me learning what the fuck I said online to make a motherfucker try to attack me. That was a lot for yesterday. The motherfucking sheriff, the gas line busting, the dude that's throwing the trash in the yard. That was a lot, okay? The dude throwing the motherfucking trash in the yard. Motherfucking the dude he keeps trying to come back into my reality. Like, we really could have made $1 million. We really could have, and that's why I'm not opening the door anymore. Because see, he chose another route. You had an opportunity with me, and you tried to get me caught up in your situation. I don't know if it was for egotistical reasons or whatever. And I kept telling him to not mix business with pleasure. Like we could have really made some money, like for real, for real. And then right after that is when I started making music in my home, like Fire and Pressure. That shit was recorded in my motherfucking home, and that Mama Omega song, that shit was recorded in my fucking car. So I made better music by myself any fucking ways, even though he had a whole fucking studio in his house. He had the whole fucking rip with the computer, the keyboard, all these speakers and shit. He had everything. And I made those other 2 songs without him on my cell phone. All right. But you said, I love you. God is love. Continue to stand in your power. I love you too. Aw. We feel you, sis. And you're still going, and you will be able to be in your feminine. That's all I want, y'all. That's all I want. I don't give a fuck what nobody say or think about me. I want to feel protected. Like I was crying to my kids yesterday, and I don't give a fuck because that's still a piece of humanity that's in me, I guess. I was crying to my kids yesterday, like I did, especially my sons. I have to be in my masculine so much. It's not even funny. Y'all remember I predicted that we will be able to step into our femininity in 2022? See, that's what the spirits be reminding me of when I be battling this shit in my mind and shit like that. When I be battling, they be reminding me of that shit. Like they balancing out the scales right now. I'll hear a voice say everything is being balanced. In my mind, what I'm hearing is, oh my God, bitch, you need to be protected. Why don't you have a man? Because you're supposed to be protected. Women are supposed to be kept. They are supposed to be kept. Women are supposed to be kept. And they are supposed to be guarded. And they are supposed to be protected. They are. But I've been so unguarded and shit like that. I've had to protect myself. Every motherfucker I get with be jealous of me. I need a nigga to meet me on my level so he can build with me and protect me. Because I don't want to have to keep doing this shit. I've been in my masculine so many years, man. And I'm not even gay. Like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying? I'm not even fucking gay. And if a dude is doing that, like I'm saying, he deserves all that other shit. But I don't trust other people with me. None of the stuff that I mentioned with this dude, with the producer dude, that could have happened because I listened to the spirit, man, when it came to him. But I seen myself getting into a fist fight with a man over, and I'm not even fucking this dude. Like, what the fuck? And spirit was telling me it's your energy. Even when I go outside, y'all, it's so weird for me. It is so weird for me. Like, people be weird ass motherfuckers be drawn to me. They be looking at me weird. They be staring in my eyes like they want, like they want to devour me or something. It's weird. And I have to tell my kids that shit too. Like, oh man, like I don't even like to, like, it be people. They don't know. It's like they come into some type of trance or some shit. I don't even know. And I'm not saying nothing about myself because I'm not trying to say it like I'm boastful or something like that, because it weirds me the fuck out. But it's just the energy that I carry. I'm very awkward shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to meeting new people and shit like that and being around people. I don't trust no motherfucking body. No motherfucking body. But I want to be able to. And I want to love. And I'm going to love. And I'm going to trust. It's just that I'm really selective on who I'm allowing in my life at this point in time, because I'm right there. That little voice, no matter what the fuck all them other voices be like, oh, bitch, you ain't got no man. Them other voices, it still be this little voice like, keep fighting. Keep going. You got this. You're powerful. You taking your time. You healing. You doing what you need to do. Oh, you don't feel like it? Lay down and watch movies all day. It'd be a voice in my head like, oh, you don't feel like it? Lay down and watch movies all day. And I will do it. I will listen. You said, please do a private group chat because this hits. I really would like to do that for you all. I really, really would like to do that for you all. No lie. I just got to organize what I have, because I was thinking about all this stuff too. Like, everything be going through my mind. And I was thinking about, you own all these groups. You own 3 groups on Facebook, bitch. What is you doing? But I cannot, like, it's too much energy. And I try to have people to help me with these groups. And y'all see what happened with the people that was helping me with the groups, right? Motherfuckers try to steal my following. Motherfuckers coming in there scamming. Motherfuckers doing all kind of crazy shit in those groups. You know what I'm saying? So once I get settled and I get to a place, and that's the thing with the black magic right there. They don't ever want you to get to a place where you can actually breathe and think and create. So they have to keep you in some type of chaotic ass motherfucking situation. The fuck? I literally am sitting in my car after the motherfucking, we got evacuated by the sheriff and shit. I'm like crying, like, what the fuck is this shit? The fuck? Like, what the fuck? This is weird. Like, I just don't understand it. I just do not understand it. You said it's your light. They're attracted to your light. They know you're powerful, and some of them are sent to distract you and stop your missions. You are not alone, goddess. I cannot wait to get with my soul tribe in person though. And my husband, whoever you are, you're gonna be one lucky motherfucker because you're gonna come into somebody who's really loyal, who's really honest, who's a warrior. And if anything should happen to you, I would still be able to hold down shit on my own. Period. I feel like that's the reason why, because I know I'm finna get me a king, but I had to learn how to hold shit down on my own because who knows what may happen, and I might have to do what the fuck I gotta do. You know, and I do believe it's my light. And when you all have light too, I'm telling you, it's so weird, man. It is so fucking weird. I don't never leave without one of my children unless I'm finna go do some grown up shit. But I don't never leave without one of my kids with me or something like that because all of my kids were elementals, and that's why motherfuckers can't fuck with us. I'm a fire sign. I got a water, earth, and an air here. So when we get together, we're powerful. I got one child that's a water sign, earth sign, air sign, and I'm a fire sign in my house right now. My other two, they earth signs, they Tauruses. You know what I'm saying? But we powerful than a motherfucker. But I want some comfort. That's it. I find comfort in the shower. It's okay. Because when I get into the shower, I can feel like the warmth of the water spirits. I deal with all the spirits. Everything is a fucking spirit to me. Everything got a spirit. Everything is a spirit to me. I get into the water and I feel the warmth of Yemaya cleansing me and wrapping that warmth of that comfort of that mother's womb around my body. And I feel better then. I feel better then. I was upset yesterday. I just had to clean the clothes off my bed and I felt better. I don't know. It's a weird job. Once I cleaned them, well, I had my daughter do it because I was like, oh my God, I didn't get this clothes for me because my fucking environment is chaotic. But okay now. Okay, guys. He said everything has energies and spirits. That's how I think about it. I'm okay now though. They just didn't want me to go live because I probably was in my emotion and I was trying to get that shit together, keep it together because it was just like one situation after another yesterday. But I was glad I went live early because I was like, at least I got a live out, you know? And it was just one thing after another. But to you, person with this transgender lover, you only get one chance, and that's for future references to anybody that wants to be around Omega and this motherfucker or ASHAISreal and see one of my many motherfucking faces. If you want to be around me, you can't be putting me in no shit. I'm not going to allow you to put me in no shit. I'm not going to allow you to put my motherfucking future and destiny in danger with your bullshit. I don't give a fuck about your ego. I don't give a fuck if it is $1 million tied to it because I'm telling you, I'm psychic and I already know that if he would not have handled that situation like that, then we probably would be making rich. We'd be making money. We'd be making some real good music at this point in time. And I don't give a fuck how good he is of an artist or what he has in the studio and all that other bullshit or what could come of it at this point. You put me in danger and I'm a single mother. Let's just think about the scenario of me getting into a fight with a grown ass transgender man. Let's just think about that. Who the fuck finna take care of my kids, man? While I'm in a hospital and a body motherfucking, one of them things, cast, okay? What the fuck? I'm not doing that shit. I don't fight. I do fight, but not physically. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna fight you physically. I ain't got time for that shit. Shoot your motherfucking ass. Don't have time for that shit. Okay? But I don't fight. I ain't finna fight you, no. Not because I can't fight, but because it's better to fight in the spirit than it is in the physical reality. You can do way more damage than you could. Physical wounds always heal. But it's something about that motherfucking shit that hits their ass when the spirit hit their ass that sting a little harder than a physical ass whooping. You know? You said, scroll down, Omega. I asked the question about this snake I severed at the head. You should not have done that. Or wait a minute. Is it okay? Unless it was a spiritual one. Okay. Where it said, I'm scrolling down. You asked the question about the snake. Somebody said he was trying to see where your mind was and where you was flirting. And was I flirting with him? No, I wasn't flirting with that nigga. He wasn't even cute. Like, for real. I think he was funny, but he wasn't cute to me. And I mean, like, when I say funny, as in, I like dudes that make me laugh. Like, so you could probably be a little ugly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it work. Y'all dudes. Y'all know how the shit work. You could probably be a little ugly, but make me laugh and shit, and I might like you. Because you make me laugh. And I like anybody I can be that makes me, I can be myself and I can be relaxed around. I don't see no question about no snake. Yeah, type it in there. You said it's hard for a woman who been independent and masculine because of the independency. I mean, I feel like I would immediately fall in line though. I mean, I've been doing this shit for years, and when I say years, I mean years, y'all. I've divorced my husband over 10 years ago. I have not been remarried, and I've been in. I think since then, in that 10 years, I think I've been in 3 relationships that last less than a year, and they were spread out. Okay, and they were spread out, and they weren't even really relationships because I consider less than a year a motherfucking a test drive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I really like Baba D, but he was a little young. I gotta let that nigga live his life. Period. So you can ask your question again about the ritual, about the St. Patrick ritual. The St. Patrick ritual is over now. The offerings are outside. So I didn't see the actual question because I scrolled through it. I didn't see it. I'm looking at it again. Yes, we are what we think. You say, Asha, you are well protected, beloved. Asha, thank you for that. Yes, Goddess. Allow the universal waters to cleanse and purify your mind, your body, and soul. Today we delve in the emotional realm. That's right. That's right. And it's raining outside where I'm at, y'all. So it's all emotions. It's all emotions in this motherfucker. You said, that's how I am. I like a man who can make me laugh and comfortable. I do too. Make me laugh and make me feel comfortable and make me feel safe. Not that I will rely on that shit because trust me and believe me, if it comes to a situation where we gotta, ride or die in this bitch, I ain't finna be sitting in the counter like, oh my God, Steven, get him, Stefan. Whatever the fuck my ex or my husband's name will be. I don't know. I'm just making up shit, okay? I ain't gonna be sitting in the corner like that. I'm gonna be in the back, cocking the Glock like, what's good, my nigga? You know? And that's how I roll. No, I don't like guns, y'all. I'm just talking shit. But I do like knives. I don't like guns, though. I love knives. I love, like, a good-ass blade, katanas and shit like that. I like knives. I'm a knife girl. He says, Stefan is my son's name. Girl, how old your son is? I'm playing. I just play. I just play, girl. I wouldn't even do that. I won't even talk to Soul Tribe members. After I dated Baba D, I cannot. I won't even talk to anybody that's a tribe member. Like, if you in Truthgang, I mean, like, like, if you're, like, a tribe member that I've done readings for and all that other shit, I probably won't talk to you like that because I don't want to, I don't want to do that. You know? You said, oh, my son on his way, Mama Omega. You a beast at what you do. Yes, I share. I appreciate that. Deontay is somebody's soulmate. Just name just came to me. Deontay. Do I know a Deontay? I think I knew a Dante. He probably still be watching this channel. That was my birthday twin. And we were born on the same day, y'all. Same hospital. Everything is pretty much the same on our birth certificate, except our parents' names and the times that we were born. But everything's the same. 1984, all that, I met him before, but I don't like him no more. I mean, I like you if you're watching this because I know he is subscribed to this channel. I like you, but I don't like you like that. Like, we're never going to be in a relationship. Ever. It's not happening, okay? But anyways, I've been on here for 54 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Shooting the shit with me. We'll shoot the shit more often because I do be wanting to vent to my tribe. I said that to my kids yesterday. I was crying like, I want to vent to my tribe. And my one son was like, do it. And my other son was like, don't do it, mama, because you like to be poised and you don't like to be all upset and stuff like that. So go ahead and take your time and then talk about it. So I feel like my oldest son was right. He was like, yeah, mama, just chill out today. You had a rough day and then bring it all together tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all spending time for me. You say just type the question again. All right. So are they blocking your question from coming through? Because I do not see a question. If somebody else see it in here or whatever, I'm going to start right here. It's hard for us who have been independent and masculine because of independency. Then we got for real. I understand wholeheartedly. Yes, Mama Omega, I feel you. We was at the please do the private group chat. It's your light. They're attracted to your light. Yes. And so it is. Energies and spirits. You are well protected. Medium ugly. The St. Patrick ritual. And then she said that's how she is. She like a man that can keep her laughing. Then we had Dante. Venting is a good thing to do. They got to be blocking you because I don't see it either. That's what I'm saying. Maybe, I don't know. Inbox me with your question because I don't see why it's not coming up. I do be wanting to vent, but I also like to be selective on it. I be coming up with ideas. Like I was doing, like I could just start me a little video diary. And I want to say how I feel, like, because the spirit was also telling me I'm a poet and I'm a songstress and I write books. I'm an author as well. So the spirit was like, instead of trying to have some type of format when you're writing, just write how you feel. So I'm going to have to go back to that and start journaling and writing how I feel down and shit like that. Sometimes it be sounding crazy. I mean, maybe to me, because when I talk to y'all be like, yeah, girl, I know what you're talking about. That's how I know y'all my family, because I'll be like, should I even talk about this? And y'all be like, yeah, we understand. We be going through the same shit. So that's how I know y'all really my family, my tribe. But I can't wait to meet y'all. And we gonna do this. I got work to do, y'all. I don't want to do the land because I've been studying the cult situation, and I don't want this to turn into no cult situation. So I think we better off just doing the temple where people do not come and live, except the people that work the temple. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want a motherfucker, but it'll be a safe haven. So like if some shit went down, you know what I'm saying, in the earth realm, we'll make sure that y'all straight and the tribe is straight, and everybody, they would know that this is a safe spot. This is a safe point. If we can just make it to the temple, we'll have food, we'll have shelter, we'll have, you know what I'm saying? That right there. But as far as the land and having people get there, because I've been watching Nature Boy and motherfucking all this other shit, I don't want this to turn into that. Okay, so I think it's a good idea to switch over the GoFundMe to building the temple, because just about for the same amount of money, we can build the temple. Okay. We can build a temple and the statues will be bigger. Y'all know I can do this. Y'all have seen me build temples within my home. I purchased my own statues with my own money. Like I said, the one I got outside is $300. But I'm trying to get some statues. Like it's this one throne chair. That motherfucker $2,785. But it's La Nina Negra, right? It's La Nina Negra. But it's a throne chair and shit like that. And I want her to have all these different shrines across this land. And there will be a healing center on the land. We'll have the doulas. We'll have the death doulas as well as the motherfucking life doulas. And the death doulas do not kill people. If you don't know what a death doula is, you need to hashtag study to show thyself approved. The death doula is someone who assists our elders into crossing over. Okay, so when they're crossing over, they're being treated with the herbs and the healing, and they're giving them what they need. They're prepping themselves to cross over to make them as comfortable as possible. So it's kind of like a nursing home, but back in the day. For our elders and shit like that, we'll have that. You said choose someone that you can vent to, who you can trust, because we be needing a vent to. I don't have anybody that I can vent to that I can trust, and I know that Truthgang is here, but the thing about it is, you have to keep in mind, I am somebody who has been abused, so I'm very selective on the people that I allow into my life. And then we don't know each other. We're all spread across this world. So we don't know each other in person. And I enjoy connecting, with you all digitally, but I be needing more of a physical connection. I want a friend that's my homegirl. Hey girl, I can give you a hug. Hey girl, give you a hug. Oh, you want me to do your hair, girl? Let me do your hair, girl. You can do my hair, girl? I want that type of friend in person too, but I have to be able to trust that person. And because I said that, trust and believe is just because I said it. Watch them try to send me somebody who ain't gonna do right. Just because I mentioned that that's something that I wanted. This is what we're up against. Okay? This is what we're up against. But trust and believe, even if they did, I'll sit here and I'll wait, because I'm gonna discern everything, because I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson from hopping into friendships, relationships, anything too fast. Anything too fast. So I would like a friend that I could meet, and as well, I want a family, man. Fuck that shit. I want a family. I want my family to be fucking 70 deep. 70 people deep. When we take our family photos, it's so big, the photographer got to stand back. We all can't fit in the picture. Because I ain't never had a family that loved me, and I want a family that's wholesome. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And I'm going to get all that shit. We going to get all that shit, period. And get all that shit. And I don't give a fuck. It's really nothing the enemy can't do but try to attack us through our minds, and attack us through other people, and attack us through these robots, attack us through these minions, attack us through these people that don't have any souls. A lot of these motherfuckers we already in a motherfucking zombie apocalypse. Y'all scared of the zombie apocalypse, but you walking around in that shit every motherfucking day. These motherfuckers just they host. They're host. I'm a host. You a host. Everybody. That was something I was thinking about yesterday too. Everybody got spirits in them. I change. I ain't gonna even fucking lie to you. And y'all hear that shit in my voice. I change. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I have my shit on control. I change it to Omega, and I change it into Asha. No other spirit take my seat. No other motherfucking spirit take my seat. But other people, and this is why I've been analyzing the shit. Like if you analyze these people, Nature Boy, all the motherfuckers, you can see when these people are changing. You know? You can see when these people are changing right in front of you. My kids know shit. When Asha come out in this motherfucker, she usually comes out when I can't handle the situation. When I can't handle the situation, Asha will come out. And that's my higher self. Am I confused? No. Does Papa Legba hop in me? No. Does Oya hop in me? No. Can I harness those energies? Yes. Can I harness them into me? Yes, the fuck I can. Can I stop the rain? Yes, the fuck I can. Can I start the rain? Yes, the fuck I can. You know, everybody has that shit, but some people, they have a record of hosts that are just, it's through their genetics and they're evil, the shit. The reptilians, and they shapeshift. But we all do. Watch somebody piss you off. That's how I'm gonna prove it to you, right? Let somebody make you mad. Then you change, don't you? You become a whole nother person. Let somebody really motherfucking make you mad. But every other time you calm, cool, and collected. But if somebody hit that spot on your ass, your eyes is gonna be seeing red, correct? You changed. That's one of them demons coming out that motherfucker ready to play in that bitch. Okay? But you control them and you make your demons work for you. All right? That's just how the shit works. But I was thinking about that yesterday too. Like how I just be transforming and shit too. Like when I can't handle certain things, Asha will kick in. And I'll start to hear her voice speaking. Before I know it, she be sitting in the driver's seat. While I thought I was finna lay in the bed all day and be depressed, this bitch done made 10 candles. Okay? She done made 10 candles. Did 5 readings. I'll be like, I'm not even doing readings today. I'm not feeling it. I'm sad. Okay? She did 5 readings. Still making me do the work. Get up, bitch. I know you don't feel like it. Get your ass in the shower. Go brush them teeth. Braid that hair up. Do a face mask. Take care of yourself. And then her making me do those things. And I'm talking to her as if she's another person because, I mean, I can talk to her outside of myself too. It's weird. Okay? I can talk to her outside of myself too, but she's my higher self. All right? But I can talk to her outside of myself too. Like, she sits in the seat. But if I wanted to, like, separate the two, I could. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? I could separate the two. And I could talk to her standing right in front of me if I wanted to. That's how I was able to meet her, because before she was actually sitting in the seat, like I could see her in front of me. Like, that's me, bitch. Look at you, bitch. You glistening. She looked like a fucking goddess. Like, okay, so my picture that I drew, that is our, what is it? It's the thumbnail for the channel, my thumbnail on Facebook, my thumbnail for everything. That's how Asha appeared to me. That's my higher self. I have to show y'all the entire picture. I'm gonna post it on the community board. And she's beautiful, and I drew her, and that's what the fuck she looked like. That's what the fuck I look like. Okay? She even got my tattoos and shit. But anyways, you said I text you. Let me see that. That's probably what that thing was. Let me see. Will the driven snakes be used to be generous? I swear this from your reading. Okay, I ain't gonna get into it. I'm gonna just answer that first one, and then I'll look at your text, because I think you were gonna go into something about your husband, and I'm gonna read that part online. But she said, will the snakes driven away be used to make our enemies generous? However it works out. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. At this point in time, even though the Most High does use your enemies to make them your footstools or whatnot, if an enemy came to me offering me anything, I would not take it. I would not motherfucking take it. And I'm just going to be honest with you, because that enemy could be trying to pull the wool over your motherfucking eyes, to say, I'm not going to hurt you. See, I do this for you. I do this for you. And a lot of times we get stuck staying around people a little bit longer because of the small things that they do. You know, it's the small things that they're doing that make us to stay around them longer, versus when they're yelling at us, calling us bitch, smacking us in our faces, shitting on us, taking us, you know, for granted or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if an enemy ever came to me offering me anything at this point, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not taking it. Even if you want to make amends, I forgive you, but you cannot be around me. We cannot resume the relationship. We cannot have dinner. We cannot have a drink. We cannot hang out. You know? It just is what it is. You say, yes, you're a balancer of light and dark. Yep, stop and start the rain. I guess somebody in my spiritual ancestors named me Rain. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That's right. Your name is Rain. I said that was so beautiful. That's right. I said, you can read it. It's nothing major. Exactly. I'm done. Well, let me see what it say then, if I can read it. It says, I swear this snake was driven away. He moved out, but offering to do the things he should have been doing all along, basically. Okay, so the snake left. So you actually got success. That's what I like to hear, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. For real, for real. And I ain't trying to like chase clout or nothing, but if the shit works, the shit works. And you give honor where honor is due. That's what you do. You know? It just is what it is. So that should be working. Y'all money rituals and shit like that. And I know y'all money rituals been working. Oh, y'all. So I started this too, right? I started this too, and I'm going to be doing this. I just have to make me like an intro for it or a thumbnail or something to do these on. But I wanted to restart the Green Book. Okay, so it was last printed, I believe, in 1966. All right, but I don't know if I'm gonna call it the Green Book or not. But it's going to be a place where you can find Black businesses and just businesses in general. I don't want to call it Black businesses because I'm just gonna be honest with you, Black motherfuckers, and I ain't racist because I'm Black, but y'all be on some stupid ass shit and y'all be pissing me the fuck off, like making this Will and Jada thing a Black issue. Like we all have something to do with it because a man smacked another man over his wife. Come on now, white people do that shit. All right. I'm sure, like, if this happened to fucking Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, even though they ain't married no more, the white people wouldn't be like, shut the fuck up because you're not white. You can't speak on Brad. How dare you, bitch? This is a white issue. Sit your ass down. Fucking colors always thinking they can speak on white issues. But anyways, it is what it is. You said that would be awesome. But I love you guys so, so much. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here because what time it is? Oh, it's 8:33. I'm early. I'm going to get my kids started early on school today. And I will see you guys later. I didn't want to read any energies just yet. But I think we're going to get off in these spiritual streets a little bit later and see what's going on. All right? So, yeah, I'll holla at y'all. Gang, gang, gang. I'm out these beach.